Hi, I'm Dr. Tom Danisiewicz with Airrosti. Today we're going to go over some exercises you can perform if you have bicep or tricep tendonitis. Let's get started. For the first exercise, we're going to use the lacrosse ball to perform myofascial release on both the bicep and the tricep. Let's talk about the bicep first. With the bicep, there are two methods that you could use. You can take the lacrosse ball in your opposite hand and rub it on the front of your arm or into the bicep until you find a tender area. Once you find a tender area, you want to apply pressure and stay on that spot until you start to feel a release. In general, this can take about 2 minutes. If you're not able to apply enough pressure with your opposite hand, or if it causes some discomfort to do so in the opposite hand, you can use a wall to apply the same amount of pressure. Take the lacrosse ball, put it up against the wall, find the tender spot, and hold that spot again until you feel a release. We want to make sure we do not experience any numbness or tingling going down the arm as we're performing this exercise. Now let's talk about the lacrosse ball and the tricep. To perform this, you'll use a countertop or a tabletop. You'll put the ball on top of the counter and you'll bring your arm forward with your elbow flexed. You'll apply again pressure, looking for tender areas in the tricep. Once you find a tender area, stay there until you feel it release. Again, in general, this will take about 2 minutes, and we do not want any numbness or tingling going down the arm. Next, we're going to use the lacrosse ball into the upper part of the shoulder, the trapezius area. We do this because muscle imbalances into the shoulder blade can often lead to the microtraumas and irritation that create bicep and tricep tendonitis. What you'll do is you'll have the lacrosse ball down on the floor, you'll lay down onto it until you feel a tender area in your shoulder. Once you feel that tender area, you can raise your hips up to start to increase the pressure, and you can start to slowly move your arm in different directions to see if you can bring out other tender areas. Once you have that tender spot, stay there again for about 2 minutes or until you start to feel a release in the area. Now that we have the shoulder blade released with the lacrosse ball, we're going to start to move it and get it working through its different ranges of motion. We're going to do something called thoracic rotation. For this movement, you're going to get down on your hands and knees. You're going to take one hand and put it behind your head. You're then going to turn your upper body to go into internal rotation until you start to feel a stretch, either through your shoulder blade or through the upper parts of your back. Hold that spot for 3 to 5 seconds, and then go the opposite way to turn yourself to look up. You'll again go till you feel a stretch, either in your shoulder blade or into the front of the chest, and hold that for 3 to 5 seconds. We'll do this for reps between 5 and 10, depending on your tolerance, and we do not want to feel pain in the low back or into your shoulder. We hope these exercises were informative to you today. If you or someone you know are suffering from bicep or tricep tendonitis, click here to schedule with Airrosti. We offer both in-clinic and telehealth visits. And click here to watch more of our videos, and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.